get started. Alrighty,
Uh,
everybody. Welcome. I know it sounds like I just woke up. It's because I did. Uh, I know it is 11 p.m., but listen, this has been the longest week of my life. Anyway, uh, welcome back to the podcast. Today, I'm here with, once again, my lovely co-host, Gavin.
the
Yes. And today, we said it was between these two last time, and apparently, Cole Kmet is the fullback. That's why Cole Kmet can't start there. I was gonna make Cole Kmet start so we can see these players develop. All right. Yeah. So we're doing the Bears. We're not doing offline like last time, so we can maybe see past like 10 years, because that was painful. Here's what the team look like. If I were to guess, just because it is the Bears and Madden, they're gonna perform well. Let's be realistic. I am gonna start Mitch Trubisky because I think it's funny. I mean, like, how could you have the MVP riding the bench? Like,
why wouldn't you have the MVP starting?
why didn't? What? Buffalo just saw the player in free agency and they knew what they needed. Cordell Patterson, for some reason, still at running back. Why the Bears did that will forever be a mystery to me. They have Tariq Cohen here, David Montgomery, who I like a lot. The left side of their line is alright. It's pretty good. I actually like James Daniels. Charles Leno's okay. Cody Whitehair is pretty good. The right side is terrible, especially Bobby Massey. His overall might be better than, I don't know who this is, Alex Bars. But he's terrible and gets paid a lot of money to be bad. Out receiver, we have Allen Robinson. I'm a big fan of. I love Allen Robinson. Someone get this guy a quarterback. We have one of the best rookie receivers this past season. If a quarterback could hit him when he was wide open by like 10 yards. We have Darnell Mooney. Big fan of Darnell Mooney. I'm sure Gavin is too, because I probably made him be. All right.
No comment.
Do you not like Darnell Mooney?
I don't not like him. I also don't really
Like, he's
like him.
he's not a number one. Let me get that straight. He's not a number one receiver, but as a number two,
He almost was gonna be.
I mean, he'd still be an okay number one, but he's much better as a number two. Anyway, on defense, I get to pronounce that name in a second, but I'm just gonna avoid that. Instead, we have Tayshaun Gibson. So this Marcus Christensen. It's Marquis. That's okay. I couldn't remember. At a Midwestern State, we have Eddie Jackson, who's been pretty good over his years as a Bear. We have Kyle Fuller, who isn't on the team in real life anymore, but we're just gonna roll with it. A lot of these players, to be honest, aren't. But I don't know who this is. We have Brent Urban. I actually did know who that was, but we have Eddie Goldman. Akeem Hicks is out here. We have Bilal Nichols. Jalen Johnson, who is arguably, besides L'Jarius Sneed, probably arguably the best corner this past season. Like, rookie corner, not best corner.
Yeah, rookie corner.
L'Jarius Sneed is the best rookie corner. But, yeah. Buster Screen, who is a player we'll probably see not on the team and is insignificant whatsoever. We have Roquan Smith, who is an absolutely phenomenal player. We have Robert Quinn, who is an absolutely okay player. We have...
He was really bad last year.
Yeah, and he got paid a lot of money to do that. Alright, so we have Joel...
Yeah.
We have Joel... Anyway. Nope, that's not even close. You get this guy. This guy. He doesn't matter. But how could we forget Khalil Mack? He's going to murder the nearest quarterback. and he just loves killing quarterbacks. I don't know. This guy just hates them. It's like really an irrational hatred. Someone should tell Khalil Mack that these quarterbacks did not steal his wife. It's quite terrifying.
But are you sure they didn't?
I don't think all of them did, especially Aaron Rodgers. Of course, at kicker we have Cairo Santos, and at punter we have Pat O'Donnell, who I feel like has been their punter for 3 years and 19 years at the same time.
Yeah, I don't.
It feels like he's been there forever.
Yeah, it really does.
All right, and kick return we have Cordell Patterson, which does beg the question: why'd they re-sign Tariq Cohen and not bring back Cordell Patterson? They pretty much, I guess they did re-sign Tariq Cohen. I guess that's the reason they bring back Cordell Patterson. But why were they both in the same? The point is more why were they on this team at the same time? What was their purpose?
I think Cordell Patterson would have been better for them to keep, but
Well, they already had Tariq Cohen
that's
can be their
just
kick returner. He's also a gadget player. Granted, they didn't really use Cordell Patterson's gadget abilities all that well. They used
they used him as a power runner for a bit.
yeah, when they had a power runner on the team, which was weird. Here's how all these things look. I'm gonna put Mooney in the slot because I can change what I want. All right. Here's the practice squad if anyone cares. All right, and
Yes, it's a great practice squad.
let's get this thing underway. Let's sim to the off season of this first season, and we'll see how it went. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention the topic of this is our top 100 NFL players ever. And no, this isn't just gonna be a list of our favorite 100 quarterbacks, because I'd probably start running out at like 30.
Yeah.
Towards the top, there's probably gonna be more quarterbacks than there would be. Like maybe like as it goes on, there'll be less just quarterback after quarterback. But
I mean, we could do position wise. We could do like quarterbacks and running backs and go down the list.
yeah, so this is pretty average for Madden. Cam Newton won the MVP. The Saints won the Super Bowl over the Bills, 42-24. All right.
How many positions?
I agree, Gavin. Whenever I say that, you probably lagged out, just for the record. Let's see how this
Okay.
You see how this team's looking after year one. They're an 81 overall. I think they were 79 when we started. Money Mitch is still going. Darnell Mooney is superstar now. Cole Kmet got benched for Jimmy Graham after I... Okay. I mean, pretty much, like, the only thing that they got worse at was Robert Quinn. Everything else seemed to improve. It's the Bears. They have Khalil Mack. Khalil Mack's the 99 overall, because of course he is. Cordell Patterson's gone, of course. They did not bring him back. So, let's see the 2020 retirements, as this is the first year. Jason McCourty, Alex Mack, okay, Matt Shaw, Dwayne Brown, A.Q. Shipley. He retired in real life, right? Because he had a bad injury. Wow, just a bunch of Buccaneers retired. Steve McClendon, Nadal Kongsu, Julian Edelman retired. That did.
Oh yeah, that just doesn't happen in real life because Super Bowl.
Yeah, now must resign. A.Q. Shipley probably got a ring, right? It'd be quite a shame if he didn't.
Yeah, he did. He's there.
Yes, of course. Josh McCown retired. I don't think that happened. Thomas Davis Sr. He did retire. Andrew Whitler's still around. The bully's still there.
I'm not exactly sure what Josh McCown did. He's kind of like a coach.
He does a different thing every season. Of course, Joe Flacco retires, even though he's going to compete in Philly. And it's sad to say that he might actually get the starting job. All right. Let's assume the next
Might.
season. I'll take one last look at the team, and then we're going to go 10 years, and then we're going to start the list. While we're just doing this, let's just get it out of the way. Number one is going to be Tom Brady for like, we can agree on that, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah. That's pretty obvious.
The Bears have gotten better. They got 2 overalls better in this time period. Mr. Trubisky is still their quarterback. And Nick Foles is still backing him up. They replaced their right guard, kind of. Their backup right guard is Cole Kmet, so that's something.
Mm.
They didn't. It doesn't appear like they've really done anything. Like, I don't see any significant changes. They just look like they got worse. How'd their overall go up? Madden. Gotta love it. Unless their punter got. No, they just don't have special teamers. Understood. They had. Alright. Yeah, so now we're gonna go. Come on, 10 years. There it is. 10 years. And let's start off immediately. Tom Brady 1. Who's your number 2?
Yep. Well, I'd assume we'd go with those top 4 quarterbacks, but like just the top 4 players. So I personally would probably put Breeze at number 2.
I would put Manning at number 2.
Okay, Manning was probably my number 3 after Breeze. So.
Alright, yeah, and Breeze was my number 3, and then Montana.
Yeah, so Montana's 4. We'll do.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna put Montana. I'm gonna put Montana. I might argue Montana 3 because he just had more success, like in general.
Yeah, I don't know. Saints got quite unlucky in multiple occasions.
Why are you saying Sean Taylor? We're at number 4. Calm down. Sean Taylor is not the 4th best player of all time. Let me tell you, Teeks.
Teeks can have his opinion.
Sean Taylor is a really good player. I don't even know if he's gonna make the list. I mean, story is sad, but I'm not just gonna. I'm like looking at it as a player. I don't think he's a top 100 player of all time.
He didn't play long enough. That's basically
like Bob Sanders. If he played more than 3 games a season, might have been on here, but he's not going to be. Alright, number 5. I think I'm gonna have my first defensive player come in here. I'm gonna say Lawrence Taylor.
I was gonna say Lawrence Taylor. Yeah, that was.
Oh, okay.
That's the best player I've ever bet in history.
He's very good. The closest thing to him that we've ever seen is probably Aaron Donald. And one's an edge, and the other
who
one's
knows? Maybe Aaron Donald
Aaron Donald will probably make this list somewhere. I'm gonna be real. I love Aaron Donald. Probably my favorite player ever. There might not be many corners on here because, like I said, I'm not I've probably said this a million times in the last 2. I am so I'm in my own world with corners, and it's not a good thing. I'm just so out of it with them.
Yeah. Would you be okay with putting Jerry Rice at 6?
I would be okay with it. I think another quarterback might be good there, but I'm okay with Jerry Rice going there.
Okay, because I think I want to put Jerry Rice at 6. I feel he played a long time for a wide receiver and was consistently good throughout his career.
Alright, speaking
Well,
of players that were consistently good while they played, I think we should put Elway here. This is mostly a success thing. Like you could say that he might have been
yeah,
just yeah, but like I think it's reasonable to put Elway here after Rice.
yeah. John, not Joe. John,
Joel
John
Embiid, of
Elway.
course, of the Denver Broncos. Yes.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh, all right. So we got five quarterbacks, we got an edge, and we got a wide receiver. A very diverse list at this point.
I think we go.
Who have we said so far?
Who have we said so far? Brady won. I was it.
Brady 1, Manning 2, Breeze 3, Montana 4, LT 5, Jerry Rice 6, John Elway 7.
You know, like I'm just looking at this as a pure like talent of the player thing. Like, sure, would I
Brady.
like if I had the choice between probably players that are gonna come after this guy and this guy, I'd probably pick other players for the sole purpose that they offer more in a sense. Like they are more valuable positions. But I think it's okay to put Emmett Smith here. What do you think about it?
Mm.
Because
I
he was
am
probably the only
someone
reason
who
he was probably the main proprietor of the Cowboys' success and why we have the
I
annoying Cowboys fans we have today.
agree with that. I'm someone who tends to be a little harsh on Emmett Smith.
Just because he played for the Cardinals.
And, well, the Cowboys and Cardinals are just,
I mean,
yeah,
if you got paid
but
as much money as him to just kind of do what he did for the Cardinals, wouldn't you?
yeah. I think it's fair to put him here,
Like I was
but
thinking about Barry, and I was thinking about a couple defensive guys.
mhm.
I was thinking even maybe about Eric Dickerson, but I feel like it's too high for him at the
I was
moment.
thinking like Jim Brown too.
Jim Brown is very
But
possible. I forgot completely about him. Way before my time. Let me tell you.
yeah,
That being
but I
said,
think Emmett Smith
there
there
might
is
be a
fair.
big recency bias just because we've seen these players.
Yeah, 9. Um,
I'm trying to think of another defensive guy that could go here, and the only one that's coming to mind is like Bruce Smith.
Dean.
Oh, Deion Sanders. I think it's too high for Deion
I
at the
think it
moment.
is a little high for Dean. I think
I think it's either Bruce
defensive
Smith or
backs are
just no
definitely gonna
one.
follow it. But Bruce Smith, yeah,
Maybe Reggie White, but I
like
think it's a little too high for Reggie White.
Bruce Smith has the record for sacks. I'm pretty sure of like 200 something.
Yeah. He
So
very
he's
much is.
definitely a person that could be here. So I'll put him at 9 here.
All right. This list is gonna be a
And
little
this is
wonky
subject
because
to
we just don't want.
change.
This list might be a little wonky as we just want to list off quarterback after quarterback after quarterback. We do want variety in here. Like if we wanted, I'm sure probably the top 20 could be and would reasonably be quarterbacks, but we want to mix it up a bit, you know.
Yeah. All right. So,
If you're
number
speaking,
So
10.
I lagged,
oh,
so
yeah,
I didn't hear like the past three.
the past three. So we went. Emmett Smith was the one before Bruce Smith,
Smith.
and before that was John Elway.
Elway.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's okay to go quarterback again here. Uh,
Okay. Question is, which one?
we could go A-Rod, we could go Favre, we could go Otto
Okay.
Graham if we're feeling real frisky.
Um, I'm thinking Dan Marino, but
Oh, why did I forget about Dan Marino? Yeah, let's put Dan Marino here. He probably should have been where Elway was if I'm being real with myself. But you know, Oh, 10 years is already done. We've done 10. All right, this might be another two-team stream, everybody. We might only go to 50, actually, or that could also something that happens. All right, let's look at the team. The team is a whopping 71 overall. I promise everything is turned on auto. I do that before each thing. Hey, at least the Bears have a quarterback. They have Jonah Williams. He's a real person. All the real players appear to be gone. I mean, by all of them. I mean, there's not a single one besides Jonah Williams on the team. And he's not even on the team in real life. They found their Khalil Mack replacement in Earl Burbank, the 22-year-old out of Washington. Yeah, this team is just, it has like no one left. There's no one left in this team.
That's rough.
Yeah, so I'm gonna speed run through the Super Bowl stuff because I think after the first two, that medium has been. Let's just kind of look at it quickly. Take a brief look. Cam Newton MVP. Green Bay Packers beat the Titans in the Super Bowl.
Cool.
The Titans made the Super Bowl.
That's happened multiple times now.
We gotta stop putting so many QBs. Well, Teeks, here's the thing. Quarterback is the most valuable position in the NFL. Period. No other argument needs to be made here. It's the hardest to play, besides maybe corner. Corner has a slight argument just because it's hard to adapt to in the NFL.
I don't care.
Yeah, I think corner is the most athletic position, but I think at quarterback you have to be able to process things at a higher capacity.
Teeks, I'm not just gonna throw random positions in there. I'm not gonna go, bam, here's Brian Dawkins at number 11. Like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Realistically, quarterbacks are gonna be much higher, and offensive players are probably gonna be much higher than other positions. Like corner, it's so hard to play corner. You don't think of a corner as the best player of all time. Anyway, in 2022, the Bills beat the Niners, and Baker Mayfield won the MVP. 2023, the Colts beat the Saints. Evan Fisker of the Falcons wins MVP. The Bucks
at 1-1.
put Brian at 11. No, I'm not putting Brian Dawkins at 11. Safety is so invaluable. Like, as someone who cares a lot about the draft, and stuff, a lot of these positions are probably going to be based on, like, what positions I value. Like, there's probably going to be an O-lineman in the top 20 for being realistic. Just because I love my big boys.
I mean, I was thinking about it, yeah.
Bucks beat the Browns in the Super Bowl. Mahomes was MVP of the season. The Pats beat Saints. Cam Newton was MVP. Wait, what? A football team. Browns football team beat the Browns as Jonathan Allen was Super Bowl MVP. Lamar Jackson was MVP. Cowboys beat the Bengals. Russell Wilson is Super Bowl MVP for the Cowboys. The Titans QB Tyler Green wins MVP. Kansas City Chiefs over the Dallas Cowboys. Mahomes wins Super Bowl MVP. Evan Fisher of the Falcons. This Evan Fisher guy's on a tear because he wins another one as the Rams.
Some legendary QBs don't compare to really good QBs.
Some legendary QBs don't compare to... What do you mean? Who are you talking about?
Just ignore Teeks for now.
Alright, the Chargers in this last year beat the Lions as Justin Herbert wins Super Bowl MVP and Lamar Jackson wins MVP. I'm just gonna look. Too many.
Too many.
We can start naming off players while I'm just looking around the league. So 11, right?
Okay. Yeah, we're on 11. Thinking maybe Jim Brown here, but that's just
that'd
me.
be realistic. I'm also thinking of that Anthony Munoz is pretty good. Agba could go here. They were both really, really good at what they did.
They were both really good at what they did. I'm gonna go with Jim Brown here though first.
Yeah, 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 yeah. Fair. And I think my man crush on Aaron Rodgers' career is gonna probably bias me, and he's probably gonna be artificially boosted because, like, I grew up watching him be the best player in the NFL for years.
Yeah. So
Damn,
we're gonna go
Louisville
Aaron
makes
Rodgers in
QBs
12.
built different. This Evan Fisher guy, the one I was talking about, won the Super Bowl. He's a 99 overall superstar X Factor out of Louisville, and right underneath him is Lamar Jackson, 99 overall out of Louisville. There's a lot of good QBs in here. Mekhi Becton turned out great. Where did all these Bills or the Bears players go? I'm like generally curious. Where did they all go?
They're just all dead. Don't worry about them.
I'll find them. Surely, Darnell Mooney has to be around here somewhere. Chad Boston for the Niners. Niners have a lot of good front seven players, but that's what else is new? Where did these Bears players go? They all just dipped, which I mean is fair. You're on the Bears. Baker Mayfield's on the Patriots. Sean Watson's still chilling. Saquon's still around. Darnell Mooney's on the Chiefs.
What I am trying to say is that there are a lot of quality QBs, but I think you should only put the best of the best in the top like 3-0
We are putting only the best of the
or
best.
2-0.
We haven't put any QB that isn't deserving to be there in the top 20. Elway, Montana, Breeze, Manning, Brady. Who was the other one?
Rodgers now at 12.
Yeah. These are all the best players of their generation. Like, Rodgers has won three MVPs, and the only reason he probably hasn't won more Super Bowls is because he's had Mike McCarthy Mike McCarthy was his coach for years. And now you have Matt LaFleur, who doesn't. I feel like he's a pretty solid play caller, but
Not a defensive guy though.
also has sometimes bad game knowledge. Like, he doesn't know when to do what.
Well, I mean,
Kick the field goal.
Marcus
Goddamn it!
Mariota was a product of LaFleur, so
He did make Marcus Mariota look like he had potential.
all right. So we're at 13 here. Now,
What do you think? Do you have him?
I want to say a defensive player, but I can't seem to find like anyone who I think would be worth being at 13 here.
Reggie White would be a solid shout.
I mean, Reggie White would be it. But I feel like maybe even waiting on Reggie White a bit, like
Ray Lewis.
Barry Sanders, of course. Randy Moss. Walter Payton. Throwing out names I'm thinking of. Ray Lewis, maybe. Ronnie Lott. Junior Seau. Mean Joe Green, he was pretty good at what he did. Deacon Jones. What's that one guy's name from the Vikings? Alan Page.
Alan Page. Yeah.
Johnny Unitas will be
Okay.
nowhere near this list, and I'm going to tell you that right now.
We'll go with Joe Green at
Mean
13.
Joe Green. That's fair. We go also Night Train Lane. I don't really know how good he is. I've just seen him in Madden a bunch. Once again, way before my time. I have no idea when Dick Lane was in the NFL. Alright, 14.
Yes, we're at 14.
I think Moss is suitable here.
Okay.
He's probably one of my favorite players. Like, he wasn't good, like, when I was conscious. Pretty much. I was alive, but, like, not really. I was a wee lad. Still am a wee lad in the general aspect of things. But just going back and watching him, he's such a fun player to watch, man. I love Randy Moss. Same reason I love Calvin Johnson. They're so fun to watch. I'd rather watch either of them than Jerry Rice, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I honestly thought when I said Joey Rice that you would try to combat him with Randy
Yeah,
or Calvin.
I, okay, I'm not gonna put Calvin Johnson on Jerry Rice. Listen, Randy Moss, I do love Randy Moss, but I'm gonna look at it realistically, and Jerry Rice has the stats and the accomplishments, and no matter how much I love Randy Moss as a player, sometimes I just have to take my punches and go with it, you know?
Yeah. Alright. I'm gonna throw Reggie White here at 15.
That is fair. And you know what? I'm willing to put Deion Sanders here. Because he is probably
Okay.
the best corner of all time. Probably. Once again, didn't watch Night Train Lane play. So if anyone's at like 90 and watching this and go, well, actually, Night Train Lane was like, I don't know.
Gotten any running backs?
Have we gotten any running backs? We've gotten 2. We've gotten Jim Brown and Emmitt Smith.
Yeah, we got Jim Brown and Emmitt Smith, and I'm gonna go with Barry Sanders right here at 17.
Yeah, I was going to say Barry or Peyton should be here. And you know what I'm thinking, Gavin? It's been quite the while since we've had a quarterback.
Alright.
Just looking at some of the ones we haven't put on the list yet. We haven't put Favre on there. He should probably be up here. Steve Young also hasn't been put on the list yet. I completely forgot Mel Blunt was a player until, like, right now. I don't know why his name didn't
Mel
go.
Blunt. Yeah, that's one I never would have thought of.
He was a really good player, though. Like, he was really, really good. I think it, also the only safety probably going on this list is probably Troy Polamalu, if I'm being real with you.
Maybe Ryan Lott.
Maybe, yeah. But I think this is where Favre lands. You pretty much say, I can pretty much say everything I said to you about Rodgers about Favre.
Yeah. Brett Favre was the origin of the gunslinger, and that just kind of puts him here.
Yeah, he was also really, really good. Don't get me wrong. Like, besides that, he was really, really good. I think people just forget that because, like, he was,
Interceptions.
yeah. Which, interception doesn't always tell an entire story. Like, we've seen how the Packers value receivers. Like, think of a receiver on that team, and you might get one name, maybe 2. You probably will get one name,
Alright.
actually, but...
I'm throwing Anthony Munoz here.
Yeah, that's fair. And I'm also gonna immediately follow it up by saying, actually, you know what? I'm gonna argue. Can we put Munoz back 1, and can we put in Larry Allen here?
Oh, I forgot about Larry Ann. Yeah, we could do that. We could do that.
Okay.
He's probably just the best offensive lineman ever. You know.
Wow.
Yeah.
I know tackle harder to play than guard, blah blah blah, whatever. But Larry Allen was really, really good at what he did. Probably one of the reasons Emmitt Smith was in the top 10. Probably like one of the main reasons Emmitt Smith was in the top 10 here.
Yeah. Alright. 21 here.
Marshall Falk.
Marshall Falk is not going at 21. Walter Payton isn't even on the list yet.
Yes. And I don't think he will be yet.
I'm thinking maybe we put in.
For some reason, I want to go with like Dick Butkus here. Like,
I'm thinking
like
Dick Butkus, Ray Lewis, or Larry Fitzgerald. Those are the 3 names I have in my brain right now.
Okay. So I go with Dick Butkus.
I was gonna put them in order. Understood.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing here.
I don't think Walter Payton should be not in the top 25 players of all time, though.
No, he'll be here. We got Larry Fitzgerald, 23 will be Ray Lewis. And then Walter Payton at 24.
Alright, at least 25. And considering I just rattled 4 names off in a row, Gavin, you care to throw it out there?
Alright, I'll do some momentarily here.
I'm just going to feed you some names that aren't on the list yet that'll probably be on here at some point. Terrell Owens, Alan Page, Mel Blunt, Jack Lambert, Eric Dickerson. Maybe Warren Moon. Warren Moon might just sneak on there at the end because yeah.
Yeah.
Adrian Peterson, Tony Gonzalez, maybe Robin Grousey.
Tony Gonzalez is coming to my mind, but I think tight end is very...
There hasn't been enough great ones like Tony Gonzalez yet to really compare. Like him to...
Yeah.
Which, I mean, could be an argument for him to be here. Ed Reed is a player. I don't know, his name just came to mind, Troy Polamalu. Mike Singletary, I guess, if you're really feeling frisky with it.
Alright.
Well, 10 years have gone by, so while you're thinking of a name, this team has gotten 2 overall better, so just, when you think of a name, throw it out there, and we'll keep going. In the meantime, this team is terrible. They, of course, still have not built an offense. Their defense, they have this guy named Warren Allen. He's a 7-year player at Penn State. They never developed their superstar X Factor edge because, of course, they didn't. Just sneeze. Hold on. God damn it. There it is. All right. They have this X Factor defensive tackle, Max Morris. Wait, why did autofocus players get turned off randomly? That feels like something that might have happened here, because none of these players' development points are getting used. So here, name player while I turn that on.
How would you feel about... No.
Are you about to say Ray Rice?
No, no, not Ray Rice. No, I was gonna say Richard Dent.
I don't know anything about Richard Dent, so
yeah.
I feel like that speaks. I feel like that speaks for itself. The fact that I don't know anything about him.
He's got a few Super Bowls under his belt.
We can get real weird with it and just start throwing coaches in there too.
Coaches can be on here.
In theory, they have their own.
I'm gonna go with Alan Page here.
Yes, the last defenseman to win an MVP. I thought about doing something funny, but I'm gonna save that bit for a little bit longer. I think he does. The player I have in mind right now does deserve to be on the list, but not right now.
Let's see.
How would you feel about Steve Young in this spot?
Steve Young,
the first true quarterback.
See, we have Joe Montana ranked 4th among Brady, Manning, Breeze, and him. And I feel the same type of deal applies to Young, where they were good, but I think it was more their supporting cast that really made them good. And I like Steve Young. Like, Steve Young is a legend, but I don't really feel good with him here.
Fair. I was thinking of other names.
Maybe you throw Brian Urlacher here. He's very similar to Ray Lewis, and we have Ray Lewis on here.
I don't think Brian Urlacher is nearly Brian Urlacher was fantastic, don't get me wrong, but Ray Lewis is just his own beast.
True.
What am I?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of edge rushers. Like,
There, there's a lot of them, and I think that's the reason it's hard to put them on these lists.
like, hmm.
Why not Ronnie Lott here? I'd be okay with a Ronnie Lott here.
You
Ronnie
know what?
Lott
I'm
was
good with Ryan Lott.
yeah,
Ryan Lott was a great
probably
player.
one of the two safeties that are gonna be on this list. Ronnie Lott was absolutely phenomenal.
Hmm.
It's hard to think of names because like there's so many names.
Yeah, like, there's a lot of people coming, but I don't know.
There's a lot of there's a lot of names, but we can throw Eric Dickerson here. We could throw I don't know.
Maybe just do a Niners run. We go Ryan Lott, we go T.O., we go Steve
We can
Young.
go T.O. we go see. Yeah, sure, why not? And then we can go. I think Mel Blount should probably break that up. Mel Blount was a really good player. Probably the second best corner ever. Maybe like before Steve Young, I would put Mel Blount. Because I feel like
Okay,
he's just a name forgotten the time, but he was very, very good. And
Well,
the other
he's
reason is-
on that Steelers team that's just insane in the front seven to where the secondary is just kind of forgotten.
Yeah, but something I think people tend to forget is that like a really good front seven is pointless without at least a decent secondary. Because if the quarterback can find an open man within 2 seconds,
Where are we gonna put Jay Cutler?
where are we gonna put?
This is why the Cardinals are overrated.
Where are we gonna put Jay Cutler?
He's not being
Maybe
here.
the top 100,000 towards the end, if even. Probably not. Actually, he's like the
You
top.
know, he's a top 100 quarterback.
That's a stretch.
Is it though?
Just because he's the best Bears quarterback of all time, that doesn't mean anything. That's like saying
What?
I'm the best player on the Texans right now. Like, what does that really mean? Your name's Laramie Tunsil? Like,
Yep. I mean, he's not the worst best quarterback.
no, Gavin.
Okay.
I think speaking of Steelers
Fine.
players, I'm just having a bunch of them flow through my mind right now. Of course, they're all defensive guys. I think Jack Lambert would be appropriate here. Put Palomalu here if we wanted. Who else is missing? I feel like have we put Dickerson on the list yet? He should probably.
Dickerson is not on the list. We could get him in here.
Yeah, we can go Dickerson. I think Lambert should probably be up here soon, though.
I'll put Jack Lambert right there above Dickerson. And then
CTX, I told you they'd be much more front-loaded. If you listen to the intro, it'd be much more front-loaded with quarterbacks. And as we go on, less quarterbacks would start showing up because...
and then Palomalu.
Yeah, we can go Palomalu. Big fan of Palomalu. I mean, if you're not a fan of Palomalu, you don't have a brain.
Alright, we're at 33.
Okay.
Third of the way done. Probably like 25 seasons into a sim to where we're in a bad spot, but
I'm just having a bunch of Steelers players come to mind. Rod Woodson's coming to mind now. Bart Starr just came to mind. I know that's completely unrelated, but he shouldn't. I don't know. I don't know where that came
Bart
from.
Starr, we're not this high, not this high. Still got some more guys ahead of him.
Ed Reed
Um,
is a player. Deacon Jones is also a player.
I'm just gonna throw Derek Brooks on here casually. Just
Oh, Derek
don't
Brooks.
worry
Yeah,
about that.
I forgot about him. Yeah, he was pretty good at football. To be honest, I would say he was pretty good.
Mm-hmm. probably be the only Tampa player on this list, but
No, he will definitely be the only Tampa player on this list. I think Warren Sapp is sneaking on here, and then after that, who else is even worthy? I guess
Devontae.
technically there's already another Tampa Bay Buccaneer on this list, but
Oh wait, Steve Young's here.
no, the other one, Gavin.
The other one.
The number one
Oh.
player on the list.
Okay. See, I kind of forgot. You know, sometimes you just kind of forget those things. Anyways, now feels like a good time for O.J. Simpson.
No. 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 No.
Hey, I think this is about where we put Jake Locker.
No, we are not putting Jake Locker at like what, 32?
This is 34 we're at.
Okay.
A little better.
How would you feel about Tony Gonzalez here?
You know what? Yeah, I'm good with that.
Yeah, I'm about to throw a real wild card at you. I mean, you can come up with another player first, because I feel like I'll kind of dominate the market here.
Alright. Well, you said you're gonna throw a wild card. I'm just gonna throw Marvin Harrison in here then.
Alright. Before Calvin Johnson, you're putting Marvin Harrison in there.
Oh, I forgot about Kevin. Well, I don't care now. We're just...
Alright, we're keeping it frisky, baby. Alright, you ready for this one, Gavin?
Sure.
How would you feel about Adam Vinatieri at this spot?
You know what? I made a category for special teamers because I knew we'd get someone. Adam Vinatieri.
Probably the reason
I'm
the
fine
Patriots...
with it.
No, not probably. He is the reason the Patriots won a couple Super Bowls.
Yeah, 3 of them, in fact.
Yes.
And the Colts.
Was he on that Colts team?
Yeah, he was on that Colts team.
Fair enough.
Because the kicker before him, that was like really good, missed a game winner
No
against the
response.
Steelers in the championship game.
Okay.
Hold on, Teeks is just saying words. Jerome Bettis? I don't think Jerome Bettis is going to make the top 50.
Yeah, Franco Harris is a better running back than him.
Yeah, and he's probably not... He might be at the late end if he's on the list at all.
Yeah. Alright. So, how you feeling about Jim Kelly?
Jim Kelly. I feel like there's better quarterbacks that could go on here if you just give me a second to think.
Probably.
You are a big Jim Kelly mark. What appeals you to Jim Kelly so much? I do gotta ask.
I don't know. Losing 4 Super Bowls is quite a feat, but then again,
That's not a
There's
good
a
thing, Gavin.
Fran Tarkenton, he lost a bunch of Super Bowls too.
There's Deacon Jones. We could put Leroy
Wait.
Selman on the list if you want another Buccaneer, I guess. I don't know why that name just
We'll
came
go
to my mind.
We'll go with Deacon Jones.
Alright, to think of more names, I'm on the NFL 100 list right now, just like looking at players.
Just get off of there before you name off like one of those wide receivers with less than 3,000.
I didn't even look at the wide receiver class.
We should go with Calvin just to spite it right now.
Oh yeah, Calvin. Is Dick Lane on there yet?
No, we should probably put him here since we were comparing him to our top corner.
True. Why did I just get Dick Butkus confused with Mike Ditka? Can the Bears stop with these names? I'm surprised they haven't had a player called Dutkus Bitka. Like
Oh, man, they got their style, man. Let them roll with it. So I'm not sure if either of these people will make it on the list eventually, but if you were to, like, which one would you think the, man, I forgot the name is I was about to say.
All right, and we've made it far enough to the point where I have to
Patrick
retire.
Willis Oh, Patrick Willis or Navarro Bowman, who would you rate higher?
I'd probably put Patrick
Troy
Willis
Aikman.
higher.
Okay.
Troy Aikman? As for someone that
I
was
don't like
rooting
Troy
against us putting QBs on the list. Can I look at the final roster here? Well, I'll find a way. I didn't realize how close we were. Maybe we should do these offline more. All right. This team
I'm just gonna
actually
go to
turned
Brian
into a
Urlacher
really
here.
good defensive team. Of course, it turned into a good defensive team. What am I talking about?
It's Bears.
I have a 97 overall defensive tackle named Max Morris. Superstar X Factor. They have a 91 linebacker named Kawhi Powell. Straight off the Raptors team that won the championship. He has Avalanche, of course. They have a receiver named Cameron Pratt, who's a X Factor. They had a QB with X Factor. They had some offense. They had a running back. This team's okay. Not very deep. Very top heavy. Bear style. And I'm sure
Very much so.
nobody cares about the league history. So while we get to 50, I'm gonna keep stalling time with content on the screen and just go through teams and start scrolling. All right, what number are we on?
Well, we're at 41, so we just gotta run through 10 more players. I think that's fairly easy to do. I saw a thing earlier today where Marshall Faulk has more receiving yards than Julian Edelman.
Well, yeah, Marshall Faulk was a really good player. Teeks was trying to put him at like 11 though. That's why I yelled at him.
Emmett Smith.
Let's throw Marshall
Emmett Smith
Faulk
was
in
at
here.
7. Teeks. Is that not Teeks? Is someone else talking? No,
Emmett
that was Teeks.
Yeah, because a different person just casually typing in the chat.
Damn, the Bills did the Bills, I guess. All right.
Alright, then. Ed Reed.
Ed Reed isn't on the list. This is true. What did you say? The last part cut out. You said Ed Reed and then you cut out something.
42.
Yeah. Okay.
So we're on
didn't
43 now. Got a nice spread of positions.
I am deaf.
Want to know a position that is missing? Only the most valuable position in like 1976. The fullback and the center. There's not many centers on here. There's a few fullbacks I have in mind. Specifically, there's three fullbacks I have in mind.
Mhm.
I have Mike Allstott,
I could think of
Christian
two of them.
Okoye, and what was that guy's name on the Dolphins? He was really good.
Arizona.
Yeah, yeah, Larry Zonka. He was a fullback, by the way.
Yeah. They had 3 fullbacks.
Oh, this Buccaneers player isn't even real.
He's about right.
I kind of forgot half the guys we put already.
Half the guys we put. Teeks, you've just been throwing random names at. Pretty much we filled like the middle like 30s, like we went at like middle 20s to the 40s with defensemen, because they just all started flowing in. We couldn't
You
think
want
of
to go with
anything.
Charles Woodson?
Charles Woodson was really good. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Well, the question is
Alright.
Rod Woodson more deserving on being on the list than Charles?
I don't think so.
Alright, fair enough.
Frank Gore? Question mark.
I don't think he should be here now. No.
How about
How about who? Repeat the name you cut out. Hello? Oh god. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Hello.
Oh, there you are. Oh, thank god. Justin Jefferson looks
Hey,
kind of
you
different in this
invaders.
universe.
Is it like a corner now?
No, he's a defensive tackle. Weighs 309 pounds.
Mm.
Out of Vanderbilt. On the Colts.
Okay, okay. Just name off names. They're going down.
Ray Guy.
Fair.
Devin Hester. Okay, I'm just why am I only naming special teamers?
Did we say Derek Brooks?
Yes, Derek Brooks is already on the list. I probably would have forgotten Derek Brooks if I'm being honest. Earl Campbell.
Yeah.
He was pretty good at football.
He was pretty good at football. I'm gonna throw Chris Carter here.
Yeah, fair, fair. What about Kurt Warner?
Sure.
Sure, I agree. So how many are we at now? How many more? Is that everything?
And
How many more?
49. So if we're going to 50 more.
Alright. Has Aaron Donald made the list yet?
No.
I think this is a solid spot for him. He's the best defensive
Okay.
player of like the last 20 years. No one has really
To end the
been
top 50.
no one has been nearly as dominant on the D line like as Aaron Donald has like since like Bruce Smith, Lawrence Taylor, like all these guys that made the list much higher. It's just that his career isn't over yet is probably why Aaron Donald's so low. Give me a second, I need to get my story straight.
Let's let Teeks decide who
Yeah,
should be the number 50.
I will veto
I don't know
someone
if
if it
it's
is really
bad.
stupid.
Hmm.
I'm just gonna throw some names out there as an idea. There's Junior Seau, who hasn't been added on the list yet. There's other players.
Come on, Teeks, hurry up. You have 2 minutes.
There's I'm really blanking on just players in general.
You could even say a bungle if you want.
Well. Could it really be a Bengal, Gavin? Could it?
You never know. Maybe he knows something we don't.
I think he's trying to think of players. Like, there's very few that are coming to my mind.
Yeah.
Dick Butkus, Gronkowski isn't on the list. I don't think.
Because our
Not Dick Butkus, Mike Ditka. I did it again.
Alright, he's typing.
How do you know he's typing? What? Did you say so? Or is he in Discord?
Yeah. Alright, is that your final voice, Seeks?
Okay. Who is it? Kevin?
What?
Who is it? You have a smile on your face. Who the hell is it?
I do indeed have a smile on my face. It's gonna be Patrick Willis.
That's fair. He's really good. I've had. Yeah. All
Is
right.
that or Junior Seau? And you
Yeah.
said Junior Seau, so.
So, care to run through the list one last time, top to bottom?
Alright. Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Drew Brees, Joe Montana, Lawrence Taylor, Jerry Rice, John Elway, Emmett Smith, Bruce Smith, Dan Marino, Jim Brown, Aaron Rodgers, Mean Joe Green, Randy Moss, Reggie White, Deion Sanders, Barry Sanders, Brett Favre, Larry Allen, Anthony Munoz, Dick Butkus, Larry Fitzgerald, Ray Lewis, Walter Payton, Alan Page. That's the top 25. 26 through 30. It's Ryan Lapp, Terrell Owens, Steve Young, Mel Blount, Jack Lambert, Eric Dickerson, Troy Polamalu, Derek Brooks, Tony Gonzalez, Marvin Harrison, Adam Vinatieri, Deacon Jones, Calvin Johnson, Dick Lane, Brian Urlacher, Marshall Faulk, Ed Reed, Charles Woodson, Ray Guy, Devin Hester, Earl Campbell, Chris Carter, Kurt Warner, Aaron Donald, and Patrick Willis. That is the top 50 players that we have selected for this list.
You can tell when we just started thinking of players and putting them on the list because there would be like streaks of 4 players from the same team. Because when you think of one, you're like, who's all the other players around there? So then you just like other names just appear. So there's our top 50. Our next podcast will be pretty much immediately after the end of day 2 of the NFL draft.
It should be while day 3's happening, actually.
At 11.
Oh, wait, never mind. Hold up. It's Friday. Friday. Yes. Day's hard. I was thinking Saturday because...
I mean, technically, this does go on to Saturday, Kevin, but...
Yeah, you know what? Yes.
So... That was the career of Mitch Trubisky as a coach. It didn't appear like he did anything of note.
He did make a defense.
Multiple times, actually. Alright. So there's our list. We'll see you after day 2 of the draft, where we'll probably be going over grades again.
The Jets messed up.
how the Niners took Mac Jones or something stupid. The Raiders took, I don't know, Baron Browning.
They just straight up take Rondell Morris, the first receiver.
Oh, Lord. I wouldn't put it past.
Are we thinking of putting
Trade up for it.
Someone just said something in chat. So we're thinking of putting Manziel. On the FCF list, he might be towards the end.
He's definitely like top 40 on the FCF list.
I don't even think there was 40 players in the league last season, but there's that. But there was. Yeah. Regardless, check out the FCF if you guys about it. It's a really fun league. This is Chatmendy. That was our podcast. Next time you see us, we'll be going over the top grades of the 2021 NFL Draft. Our favorite picks, our least favorite picks, the picks we are neutral about, and how far will Caleb Farley fall? Micah Parsons doesn't even like football. Yeah. No. Jalen Phillips, the best edge in the class by a lot, might retire if he gets another concussion. I'm. Anyways.